Hey y'all, my name is Jatarin Moore, and on my YouTube channel, I am documenting my journey as a real estate wholesaler. Before I get started with this video, I need you to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are already a family member, hey, how you doing? If you are new to the family, hey, how you doing? In this video, I will be discussing how to handle common seller objections. You know, as a wholesaler, when you're calling people, you get a whole lot of no's. You're going to go through so many no's, so many, until you get to that first yes or that next yes, depending on where you are in your journey. But you know, as a wholesaler, you have to talk to so many people, so many property owners. You have to have so many conversations. And within all of that, you have to know how to handle seller objections. And you learn that by having conversations. First thing you must make sure you are actually doing is talking to people. If you guys know, I am a part of Brent Daniels' TTP program, Talk to People program, where he literally, his business model is showing you how to go direct to seller, how to be proactive and actually have quality conversations with motivated sellers. And that's how I get all of my leads. That's how I've been able to close the amount of deals I've been able to do so far. And I've been able to have many more conversations. And within those conversations, I've been able to document a lot of the objections I have to go through. And, you know, not to be fearful or put any fear in you guys or make you scared, but when you hear an objection, the main thing I like to do is write it down and write down the response and then practice it. Because the worst thing you can do is write down the objection and write a response and you still don't even know it because you haven't practiced it, right? So in this video, I'm going to go through some of the most common wholesale objections that you're going to hear in your business and how I respond to them in my business. So I'm going to give you what I would respond and say. And then if you have another response, okay? Because listen, at the same time I'm going through my journey, this is a never-ending learning opportunity, never-ending learning journey. So I want to learn from you guys as well. So as you're hearing what my responses are, if you have another response you would suggest that I say, please leave it in the comments. I want to check them out because I might just use it when I'm doing my lead generation and prospecting. So let's get into this. Objection number one, what's your offer? Make me an offer. Or as I hear them say it when they saying it to me, what's your offer? Or make me an offer. Okay. I'm getting to that part. You know, I didn't know you were going to start the conversation that way, but let me go ahead and get you an offer. Okay, no. Back to being serious. When a seller says, make me an offer or what's your offer, I go into Brent Daniels' script. Jatarin, what's your offer? Well, we purchase properties cash. We pay all closing costs. There's no real estate commissions. And then the best part is we buy the property completely as is. So you don't even have to put another cent into the property. Now, kind of for an offer like that, how much would you take? And I shut up. And I just listen to what they have to say. Another way I like to answer that objection, the what's your offer objection is, well, I kind of need your help with that. So I make offers based on the condition of the property. So tell me a little bit about the condition. What work have you done to the property in the last 5 years? And be quiet. After when you hear me hush, that means you pause the video right there if you're watching this while you're cold calling, and you be quiet. I am emphasizing that because I have a problem with running my mouth. I have a problem with run-on sentences. So I'm emphasizing that because you have to allow them to speak. You add in, oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, nice, okay. Added a new roof, that's perfect. You know, that type of thing. And obviously make it sound genuine, you know. Next objection that I have heard a lot is, I'm only considering selling because you called. I respond to this by saying, oh, okay, no problem. So if you were to sell the property, what would be your timeline to sell? Shut up. Shh. Let them answer that, because then that's going to determine how serious they are about, you know, moving forward with selling or just staying in the property or keeping the property if they don't live. Next comment objection that I hear is, I have tenants living there right now.
Okay. So?
Seriously, so what? That's what I'll be saying in my head. Okay, that's fine. But this is how you answer it. Don't y'all answer it talking about no so. You just simply respond by saying, oh, okay, that's perfect. So we actually purchase properties with tenants in place. Your next follow-up statement needs to be, are they paying month to month or are they on a lease? Because if they are on a lease, like a 12 or a 6-month lease, then you have to take that into consideration. Because when you get that property under contract and you're looking for an end buyer, you have to look for an end buyer who's willing to pick up a property with a tenant that's on a lease. Did you hear what I said? Okay. Now, if they're paying month to month, that's fine. Because once your end buyer acquires that property, being that the tenant is not on a lease, they don't have a lease signed, the new end buyer, your cash buyer, can initiate a 30-day notice to let the tenants go ahead and move out, because your end buyer is purchasing the property to make money. So they want to fix it up, get it up to market value so that they're able to get the highest amount of rent and make them some money. Final objection is, I already have someone who is interested in buying the property. So what I'm going to do is give you guys several ways, like 4 ways or 3 ways. Let's do 3 ways to answer this objection. Your first response to that objection is, oh, okay, do you already have an agreement in place? And you be quiet and let the seller answer. Because my thing is, if somebody is interested, and if they're interested, and if they are serious, and especially if they are another wholesaler, then that wholesaler should know if they have a hot lead, it needs to be under contract. The second way to respond to it, are you accepting backup offers? So you go into that response. Third way you can respond to that objection is, oh, okay, well, take my number, write down my number, and save my number in your phone as Jatarin Home Buyer. If anything changes, please make sure you give me a call, because I am very interested. Like that. You don't have to add in the very interested. You could just say, please make sure you give me a call, or give me a call if anything changes. You know, tweak it, add your flavor to it, but make sure somewhere in there you're telling them to call you if anything changes. I said I was going to give 3. But I am actually going to give 4. So if you really want to get savvy, here's number 4. When you're answering the objection, I already have someone that's interested, you can say, oh, okay, you must have already signed the agreement. And from there, you be quiet. If it's a hot lead and they are ready to sell and they have someone else that's interested in purchasing their property, but there's no agreement in place, you can use that to your advantage and say, I'm willing to offer you $1,000 more than what that previous person has already offered you. All right, you guys, so that is all that I have for you today. I went over 4 common objections that I hear when I'm making my cold calls as a wholesaler, and the responses. So make sure you rewatch this video, save this video if you need assistance. I will be doing more videos. There's definitely more than 4 objections that I hear in my wholesaling business, and I am more than welcome to share my objections with you that I hear, as well as the responses that I use. If you guys have found this video helpful, if you have enjoyed this content, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and then also subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss any time I upload any new content, you guys. All right, so until next time, bye.